In the heart of Rome, where power and ambition clashed, the wheels of history were set in motion. The year was 44 BC, and the Roman Republic stood on the precipice of transformation. At its center was Julius Caesar, a man whose brilliance and ambition had brought him to the pinnacle of power. Yet his rise had sown seeds of fear and envy among those who once called him an ally. This is the story of how a republic fell, and an empire rose from the blood-stained stones of the Senate floor. Julius Caesar was born in 100 BC into a patrician family with deep ties to the Roman aristocracy. From a young age, he displayed a keen intellect and a fierce determination to ascend the ranks of Roman society. As a soldier, he proved his mettle in the Gallic Wars, where he expanded Rome's territories and brought vast riches back to the city. His military prowess was matched only by his political acumen, as he forged alliances with influential figures such as Crassus and Pompey, forming the first triumvirate. However, as Caesar's power grew, so did the resentment of the Senate. His appointment as dictator for life in 44 BC was the final straw for many who saw in him the specter of a king. A title anathema to the values of the Republic. Rumors of his desire for a crown circulated, inflaming the passions of those who viewed the Republic as sacred. Among them were senators who had once been his closest confidants. The seeds of conspiracy were sown in the hearts of men who feared that Caesar's ambitions would spell the end of the Republic. Leading the plot were Gaius Cassius Longinus and Marcus Junius Brutus. Brutus, in particular, was a figure of great interest, as he was widely believed to be the son of Caesar's lover, Servilia, and possibly even Caesar himself. Despite this, Brutus was a staunch Republican, committed to the ideals of liberty and the rule of law. Cassius, a seasoned soldier and politician, harbored a deep-seated hatred for Caesar, fueled by both personal and political grievances. He and Brutus, along with a group of more than 60 senators, devised a plan to eliminate Caesar during a meeting of the Senate scheduled for the Ides of March, a date that would become infamous in the annals of history. The conspirators knew that their plan would plunge Rome into chaos, but they believed that the assassination was necessary to preserve the Republic. They saw themselves not as murderers, but as liberators who were ridding Rome of a tyrant. The fateful day arrived. On the morning of March 15, 44 BC, Caesar awoke with a sense of unease. His wife, Calpurnia, had been troubled by ominous dreams and begged him not to go to the Senate that day. Caesar, however, was not a man to be swayed by superstition. He dismissed her fears and prepared to leave for the Senate, where he was to meet with the senators and discuss matters of state. As Caesar made his way to the Senate, he was approached by a soothsayer who had famously warned him to beware the Ides of March. Despite the foreboding warning, Caesar continued on his way, confident in his power and authority. Upon arriving at the Senate, Caesar was greeted by the conspirators, who encircled him as he took his seat.